are y'all doing this morning? Sunday. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Blessings to everyone. And it feels like we just left each other. Literally, we did just a few hours ago. And we're back again. I had a great time last night, though. Even though I was tired. Doing a night live um, was good. Good to see all my cousins and some of my other family members. So yes, I had a great time. Y'all see, I got a new backdrop here. Keep y'all from seeing Milton Leroy doing backflips. He on one again this morning. After I turned off the camera last night, after all he done while I was on live, he gets up in my arms and sleeps for 2 hours. Balls up in the night and sleeps for 2 hours like a baby. So yeah, I think Milton Leroy is just a little bit jealous. Good morning, cousin. Good morning. Thank you. Oh, I am still a little bit tired this morning, and I ran out of oxygen in my canister this morning, so I had to work a little bit before I got online. I've been doing them like I did one last night, and when it's quiet, I'm using my canister. But you hear the concentrator this morning. But nonetheless, I'm still here. How are you, cousin? You have a great night, y'all. Oh, how was yesterday? I meant to ask if you did an off-grid day yesterday. The idea of that is great. I wish everybody implemented off-grid Saturdays or whatever day they choose, but just take a day to disconnect from the world and reconnect with yourself. I love it. Most days I get to do that every day when I can. But here lately, life has been life. And I heard from Melvin this morning. He has the flu. Oh, did you? Yeah, you did. That is right. Now I remember you saying that. Good morning, sis. Hey, Queen. How are you doing this morning? Did you get some rest last night? I was just telling Cousin Charlene that I heard from Melvin this morning. He said he was diagnosed with the flu, and hopefully he'll be feeling better soon. Tell him to get some rest and drink plenty of fluids. I told him he probably got it from one of those ladies of the night. Because, the last time I talked to him, he had one over there during the daytime. So he probably got it from her. Let me stop, y'all. I don't know what's going on this morning. I did a breathing treatment early this morning. Good. I'm glad. Good. So that in itself lets you know that he's feeling a little bit better. He texts everybody. So, thank girl, don't you know it? Because I was upset. I stayed up all Friday night. I didn't sleep at all. Because I couldn't get a hold of him. Like I said, Melvin is the kind of person that you need to hear from every day to make sure, one, that he's okay, two, that he hasn't gotten into any major trouble. Because he is definitely known for that. Like I said, I did a breathing treatment early this morning, probably just because I have not been able, or I didn't get enough rest. I could have, but like I said, my mind was going about Melvin. My stomach, was nervous and upset, so I just couldn't sleep. So it may just be that I need to get some more sleep. Hopefully. Like I said, if it's not any better, I have not. I have not ate this morning. Um, Here's the thing with that. It's hard to eat when when you can barely breathe. Um, yeah. Yeah, I'll try it when I get off of here, but yeah, I didn't. I thought about it, and I was like, nah, I'll just wait and see how this goes. But yeah. So like I said, it's probably just because I'm tired. I know y'all know that's the concentrator. And plus having the concentrator on, maybe that will keep old girl from eavesdropping on my conversations, because she's gotten really, really bad at eavesdropping on my conversations. I did threaten to unplug her last night, but then I thought, well, what if I need to call for help? Because I have a program where she'll call for help from me. Thank you. Thank you. This is one of my, y'all can't see it. It's going in the background. You get a glimpse of it right there. That's my sarcoidosis mug. I used to have thousands of those. When I first started my nonprofit, my foundation for sarcoidosis, I'd order them by the cases and just give them away to anyone who was recently diagnosed, anyone that just needed a pick-me-up, anybody that called me. Like I said, I was also an ambassador for Alabama. So anybody that called me, I would send them out a mug, a hug, and a wristband. Just to let them know, that I care about them, and the sarcoidosis community as a whole cares about them and loves them. And we're all praying for each other. And we had a house fire shortly after I started my foundation, like 2 years after. So all of my mugs and everything else was lost. But hopefully in the near future I can start back working it like I'm supposed to, or like I used to, or this point better, because I'm not working it depressed. I'm not working it with full-blown anxiety attacks. I'm not working it with major PTSD. Like I said, I still have issues that I'm still working through with mental health, but I've come a long way, and I'm proud of myself for even going, because when I went, I was literally at my wit's end, and I know y'all have heard me say it, several times that trying not to be here twice, and waking up the second time and realizing I'm still here. That was hard for me, still being here, because I'm like, what am I gonna do now? I'm just more suffering. Turned out not to be like that. Turned out to be great. It led me to seeking mental health treatment, which was the best decision I could have ever made. Hey, sweetheart. How are you doing? How are you doing this morning? Hey, Holly. How are you doing, love? Hey, beautiful. This is what my mom did. You're asking about the holy oil. she bought extra virgin olive oil, and she prayed over it, and she asked God to bless it, and she would mark across over the doorways and stuff like that. But I do speak blessings over your home and over your life, into your life. If you're dealing with any negativity there, I'm pretty sure you already know the source of it and how to eliminate it. A lot of times it's just we're scared, we're fearful, for whatever the reason may be. But I speak blessings over your home, and I hope that you are too. And I hope that you believe the blessings that you speak over your home and over yourself and into your life and those who are connected to you. Holly, y'all, thank y'all so much for coming in. I always say, when you come in the first time, you know, you're a visitor. You come second, or you leave as a cousin, you know. So you now have a cousin in Alabama. Yeah. Wow. 78? Oh, wow. Well, that's a long time. Let's pray for your neighbor. Let's pray for your neighbor. Because that's extreme turmoil, whatever they're dealing with. So let's speak healing over your neighbor. Let's speak blessings into your neighbor's life and over your neighbor's home, that whatever is causing them this kind of anguish will cease, that they will have peaceful days, peaceful nights. Yes. That's a long time. It's a long time for both of y'all. I can't imagine. Can't imagine. My Lord. Oh, I think I missed. Yes. 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 Yes, Cousin Charlene. That's why, I was saying that I had to pull away from another area in my life for just a little while, just to protect my peace. And I thank God that my cousins stepped in and they did what they needed to do to not protect my peace only, but to protect theirs and the integrity of our family. And I greatly love my family. And like I said, we're a loving group of fun-loving group of people. But as you know, you've heard this all of your life. All it takes is one bad apple to ruin the bunch. So, and literally that's all it takes. It's one negative spirit to sour the whole group. And I recognized it. I heard it, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna back away for a little bit. And family did the same too. And like I said, they eliminated it. So I will be stepping back, stepping back in, jumping back in, leaping back in at the next gathering. Like I said, I love them, and I love y'all. I thank y'all for doing that. Like I said, realizing now that discernment is is key. Discernment and gratitude, those are two keys in life that will Open doors, closed doors that need to be closed. You can do it with a smile on your face and peace in your heart. Because used to, a while back, I probably wouldn't have been as quick to protect myself. I know I wouldn't have. You know, it's hard to protect yourself when you don't like yourself, when you don't love yourself. You're just looking for anything bad to happen, you know? And mine was, a lot of it I thought that I caused, you know, just by being born. I thought a lot of it was my fault. But no. Like I said, this is my journey. I'm so thankful for it now. I wouldn't be able to talk to people. I would be, but I wouldn't be able to empathize with them. I could sympathize with them. But now I actually know what things feel like that a lot of people are going through. So if that had to be part of my journey to get the experience that I need, I'm grateful for it. I'm thankful for it. I consider it a blessing that God would put so much training into me, allow me to go through so much training. He trusts me that much to know that at the end I was gonna do what he wanted me to do. And that's a blessing in itself. Because I'm telling y'all, I was hard-headed and stubborn. It took a lot. It took a lot. Because I felt like all I had in this world was me. All I could depend on in this world was me. And I couldn't do everything. Couldn't be everywhere. And that was frustrating. When things didn't go the way I planned them to go, even after putting in all the work that I felt like I should be putting in for it to go in a positive way, it still wouldn't. Because I can only do so much. You know, God does far more than we give him credit for, even though we know that God controls all. We just don't. I've now started to take time and realize how much he actually does. And that's why I say, if you count your blessings instead of your burdens, you will find that your blessings far, far outnumber your burdens. If you think about just simply getting in your vehicle and going to a store that maybe is within a block of your home. It's a blessing to make it there. It's a blessing to make it back home. It's a blessing to make it back home and find your home just as you left it. I always pray. This is the prayer that I pray when I get in the car. And for covering. And it's not so much as a prayer. Oh, you're welcome, love. Yes, you're welcome anytime. Please don't be a stranger. Please come back anytime. Like I said, you're one of the cousins now. And I keep a running prayer list. So I added your name to it. I don't have to know your neighbor's name, but I just put you and your neighbor, okay? And continuously praying and lift you and your neighbor up as well. Exactly, cousin. Exactly. And in that, you've got to acknowledge him. You have to. I understand that people are hurt. People are hurting. And they just don't see God because of the pain. They're blinded by the pain, their situation, their circumstances. I've been there. I get that. I get that. I would be lying if I say I didn't question his existence at one point in my life. And that was out of pain. That was out of hurt. Lack of understanding and lack of knowledge of who God actually is. Like I said, every time I get in a car, I ask the Lord to protect me at any and all the destinations that I go to. Cover me and let me return home to find my home better than I left it. Your name is AJ. Okay, AJ, I'll write that down so I'll be able to refer to you as AJ when I see you next time. And I hope I do. I hope you stop by and see me again, see your cousins again. We're all cousins in here, AJ. Um, like I said, you now have a cousin in Alabama, okay? I'm writing it down. I got you. Y'all, Milton creeping over this way. And I guess he ready to get this party started again from last night. Get up there, man. He's something else this morning. But yes, um, and the rest is a lot. Like I said, you do your part and God will do the rest. What he does, our part is just a small part of it. Knowing that he keeps us safe. Like I said, even in that short distance, he keeps us safe, protects us from all hurt, harm, and danger. And there's a lot of it out there. Good morning, Cousin Ann. How are you doing, love? Good morning. Happy Sunday. Neighbors, listen. Okay? Bless her heart. I got you. Oh, yes, green screen today. That's because I'm sitting in a different spot, and Milton Leroy was flipping through this spot so much last night. I'm like, I got to do something. Plus, I want to try it. I saw, y'all know I like pushing buttons that I don't know what they mean a lot of times. And yes, last night when I was getting on, I saw that there was an option for a green screen, so I touched it. And it was from your photos, and I was like, oh, let me go create. Can y'all see how pretty, look at how comfortable that is. You see the journal and the pen and the candles and my color purple. Look how comfy that is. Okay, AJ, I'll be looking for you, sweetheart. So are you. So are you. You're a blessing as well, sweetheart. I'll be looking for you, and know that I'll be praying for you and your neighbor Lisa, okay? But yeah, so I created a green screen. I like it. Like I said, it looks like me. It feels like me. It makes me happy to see the sparkly lights. The purple in itself makes me happy. But yeah. As y'all can tell, I'm not gonna be that long this morning. I'll probably come back later this afternoon. Like I said, I did a breathing treatment around 6 o'clock. So that's only been 2 hours and 30 minutes since I did it. Literally. Because I was finishing up and I looked down and it was 6:01 when I was disconnecting the tubing. And like I said, it may just be because I have not gotten a whole lot of rest in these last few days. So everything affects everything. And then again, like I said, there's no day that I can predict how I'm going to feel. But like I said, the good and bad and the ugly and everything in between of this sarcoidosis journey, I am willing to share. If at all possible. Y'all see Milton back there. You see that little flicker? That's why I have the green screen up. That's why I created it. And plus I wanted to see how it works. But mainly for Milton Leroy back there flipping around. He was doing all kind of acrobatics back there last night. Just for me to say good night and him get up in my arms and sleep like a newborn baby. I think he's just jealous that I'm not talking to him, but I don't know. His chair is right here. He could co-host if he wants to. But he chooses to run around like a maniac. He chooses to run around like a maniac. That's all right. I'm going to get my switch from Milton Leroy. I think he may have hid my switch while I was asleep. that, that sounds like something Melvin would do. Hide the switch. And this coconut oil is really doing its thing this morning too. I could put coconut oil on my skin. I don't use any moisturizers. I just use pure coconut oil, and it works. It works. I love it. I love how it makes it feel. Yes, he is. Yes, he is, cousin. He's doing exactly what toddlers do. Doing anything to get attention. Anything to get a switch. In Milton's case. Not in the toddler's case. But yeah, I guess he's sitting back there watching the car. I don't know. Excuse me. And that's another thing about having issues with your lungs and having issues breathing. You ingest a lot of air. And it causes, air to be in your stomach because you're laboring, a little bit to breathe, even though the oxygen helps. On days like today, where I can actually hear the wheezing. I don't know if y'all can hear it. Hopefully you can. But I can hear it. And yeah, so like I said, I'm not gonna be on here long, just a few more minutes. Because you know how I am. I like the even numbers. But I will more than likely be back on again this afternoon. It won't be as late as it was last night because I know there are some that have to get up and go to work and don't want to be up all night or late listening to me go on and on and on. But I had a great time last night. I actually stayed on longer last night than I planned to, but we had a great time. I did. Despite Milton Leroy, like I said, jumping off the walls. And yeah, I'm talking about he is just running like, what can I get into? What can I get into? Just doing everything. Literally. Running through here. But he won't come by me. Milton said, you got that switch over there. I know. You got that switch. I'm not trying to run by you. And let you tag me. Y'all hear that? Jumping in and out of boxes. I have a box that I was going to take out this morning, but he seems to enjoy it, so I'm going to let him play with it for a little while. I don't have to take the trash bin out until, I don't have to take it to the street until in the morning. But I'm going to take it before the sun sets, because I don't like being out there before dark, before the sun comes up in the morning. And they sometimes run before the sun comes out. So I usually, last week I forgot. And I had to take it out in the dark, and I don't like doing that. If I do, I like to be on the phone with someone that can give me some help if I need it. But most of the time I take it out during before the sun sets, the day before, evening before. So I'll get it out. So Milton Leroy, I don't know, I might let him keep that boxes if it's gonna keep him busy. And he woke me up around 2 o'clock this morning. Milton Leroy was up on my desk trying to steal a staple remover. Why? Why, Lord? he saw me with this staple remover. After I got off live, I was doing a little bit of work. So that's what he decided. Yeah, keep the. I will. So he decided. I guess he wanted it. But like I said, Milton Leroy hides my stuff. He's a klepto. He hides my stuff, and I can't find it. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do with Milton Leroy. I don't feel like hiding all my stuff from him. I feel like he should outgrow it at some point, but I'm not sure. He's not stealing anything major. But you know what, klepto, they get worse as time goes on. From what I hear, I don't know too much about it to speak on it. That's just what I hear. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna go and do another treatment. Thank y'all for coming on this morning. Thank you for the new family members coming in. Y'all enjoy y'all Sunday. Have a great day. Do something for yourself. If it's nothing but take a nap. I love taking naps. I do. I am a professional nap taker. Yeah, do something for yourself today. Go on a mental health ride. I like going on mental health rides too. I like going through y'all don't get me started on the car wash. Y'all know I love going through the car wash. It makes my day. And you know, they tried to stop me from going through as much as I was, but I have a membership. I go through as many times as I please. Many times until I stop laughing when I go through, and that's never gonna happen. Like I said, I laugh, I sing, I try to take a nap while I'm in there. You know, everything. I keep a pillow and a blanket in the car, so when I go through the car wash, I can let my seat back and put the cover on me. But yeah, like I said, there are plenty of things that don't cost anything that you can do. Like I said, go on a mental health ride. If you don't feel like getting out of the car, just go for a short ride. Sometimes just a change of scenery makes you feel better. It does for me. Especially during this time of year when I can't get out. So yeah, do something for yourself today. Watch your favorite TV show. Something. Anything. It doesn't matter. Whatever makes you happy. Regardless of what anyone else says or thinks. Just do whatever makes you happy. I love y'all. You're welcome. Thank y'all for coming and spending time with me. Yes. Oh. Thank y'all so much. I love y'all. I love you too, sis. I love y'all so much, and happy Sunday again. They are. They really are. They really, they really are. They absolutely are. I wish everybody realized that before they, earlier in life than in the latter part of life. We'll talk about that when I come back. I'm going to write that down. Thank you, Cousin Charlene, because that is absolutely the truth. Absolutely the truth. So y'all don't have to write everything down. I didn't always know that. I thought, you had to have this, you had to have that. No, you don't. No, I don't, baby, but I'm writing the name down from Alabama. I'm going to look him up. I'll know about him by the time I come back on tonight. I'll be back on. I don't know exactly what time, but I'll be back on this afternoon, not tonight, this afternoon. So, AJ, if you're free, come on back in. We can discuss Walter Hobby. I'm gonna look him up and see what I can find out. How about that? AJ, where are you from? If you don't mind me asking. You gonna come say good morning? Huh? You gonna come say good morning? Milton. Let me see it. Bring it here. Let me see. Let me see, baby. You so silly. You so silly. I know how to get you though. I know how to get you. Let me see. I'm waiting on AJ. Like I said, if you don't mind, hey, look, it's just a cough drop. It's just a cough drop. You want this? Come here. Up, up, up. Yeah, here's the gymnast. Here's the gymnast this morning. Say hey, Milton. Say hey. Say hey. Say hey. See, he don't have devil in his eyes this morning like he did last night. But he still is in the devilment. Huh? Still in the devilment. Okay. I'll see you later. Be good. Not. Queen Bee. Say good morning, Milton. Good morning. Okay, love. That's it. That's the co-host. The co-host that don't know how to act. But I'll see y'all later on this afternoon. Again, I love y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out with me for a little while this month. Every time I look up, now I got to go 3 more minutes, y'all. I got to get to an even number. You're from Houston, Texas, raised, but moved to California. Okay. There are a lot of people, a lot of family members from Texas. Wow. Seems like every time I ask, where are you from? Texas. I'm going to start just asking, are you from Texas? I haven't met anybody from Alabama yet. Mainly from Texas. Thank you for being here. Thank you, AJ. Thank you so much for being a part of the family. Well, like I said, now your cousin, AJ. Yes, you come in as a visitor. You leave as a cousin. How about that? But, yeah, I will definitely look up Walter. And like I said, we'll talk about the best things in life. Yeah, there she go. I was hoping.
Oh, now that's a wonderfully open-ended question. The best thing could be anything from finding the perfect slice of pizza at 2 a.m. to those moments.
Alexa, please stop. What's going on? Is something going on with these systems now? Because I haven't had to call her name for a response. She just starts talking about whatever I'm talking about. And I'm not saying anything that remotely sounds like her name. Oh, you have 3 cats too. Oh, Print Angel and Michelle. How about that? Well, welcome. Tell them welcome to the family. I only have Milton Leroy. He is enough right now. He rescued me in August. Few days, maybe 2 days before my birthday. I wrote it in my journal, but I know it was, my birthday's the 24th, and I got him, it was after the 20, yeah, it was around 22nd, 23rd. So maybe day before my birthday, I don't know. But yeah, he rescued me. I didn't rescue him. I just let him live in my house, feed him, bathe him, and ride him around in my car, and buy him treats and put on unwanted dresses, and that's it. So yeah, I didn't per se rescue him. He rescued me. And they estimate that he was born the end of June, maybe July. So even for that, he's a big baby. And he's going to get even bigger because Milton Leroy likes to eat. But he didn't like to eat um, human food yet. He's only eating cat food. He eats wet cat food. And I know that puts weight on him too. Because when I got him, he was underweight. When I took him back to get his shots again for his next visit, he was overweight. And I've had the same vet for years. I mean, Missy is 22, going on 23 this year. So yeah, I've had the same vets for a long time. And she wasn't even the first pet child, you know. She's my grandbaby. And he looked at me and he was like, I should have known. He said, only you can do this. That is my goal. I feel like if they're big and fluffy, they're happy. You know? If they're full, they're happy. And my daughter was like, that must, big and full must equal love to you, and it does. It does. Because they don't, you know, they don't have thumbs. They can't talk, so, like, we talk. But they talk. So I feel like, they should have whatever they want. If they want to eat 3 to 4 times a day, I got you. I got you. So yeah, Milton Leroy's gonna be a big boy. Big boy. I say that, but he burns off a lot of weight running around through here. Jumping out of the windowsills and stuff. Like he don't have no home training. And he don't act like that when the camera's on. Unless I'm just not paying attention to it when the camera is off. But yeah. Milton Leroy act like he don't have a bit of home training. Oh, okay. Definitely will. My vet usually starts giving me the side eye and then gives me the weight loss speech. Even with my dogs, they were like, you know, every pound on them, extra pound is like 10 pounds on us. So be mindful of that. I'm like, okay. That's when they start giving me the speech when they, you know, when they're getting too out of hand. Yes. AJ, I have sarcoidosis. They say it's a rare autoimmune disease, but it's an autoimmune disease. There's no cause, no known origin, and there's no cure for it. I'm currently taking infusion treatments for it. I just started back in July. I had a really, really bad flare-up. And so hopefully with infusion treatments, I will be in remission, you know. Even if I have to take them as a maintenance, you know, to maintain them, you know, staying at bay and not growing or popping up anywhere else. That will also be fine. But once they shrink in my lungs, my breathing probably will be better. But the word sarcoid derives from a Greek word, which means to scar. So when the lymph nodes shrink, they come in clusters. So when they shrink, they cause scarring on whatever organ they're on or in. So, you know, scar tissue is much harder than, good morning, Leah. Good morning, cousin. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. Well, don't mourn too long, okay? There's always next year. There's more times to get it right than not, okay? Um, but I was saying when it's scar tissue, um, it's much tougher than, regular tissue. So that in itself causes issues within the organs because, the scar tissue will not allow the organs to sometimes function as they should. So that in itself, is a problem. Good morning, cousin Chloe. How are you doing? Good morning. I'm glad I stayed on a little while longer. I got to run in my mouth. Good morning. Get to see all my cousins this morning. Oh, I love y'all. Thank y'all for coming in this morning. But I'm sorry that I have to go. I need to do another breathing treatment. Like I said, I did one earlier this morning, and still having some issues. So it might just be that because I haven't gotten a lot of rest. And AJ, I hope that answered your questions. If you look in the description of this live, you'll see sarcoidosis, the word sarcoidosis. If you want to, you can do a little bit of research to familiarize yourself with it a little bit more. But that's the sign of it, what it is. Like I said, I don't know if y'all hear it, but I hear the wheezing and I feel it. So I'm gonna get off, and like I said, I'll be back. I'll be back this evening. It won't be as late as I was on last night because I like I said, I know I have cousins that need to get up and go to work in the morning. So I'm gonna get out of here. But I will see y'all back in a little bit, okay? And I got a few more seconds, so I those numbers will be bothering me. I like even numbers. Odd numbers are my favorite, but I like to end things on even numbers. Like so, my favorite number is 13. But I don't like to end things on 13. I will, cousin. I will. Are you? Oh, wow. Didn't put the do not disturb on there. But I'm getting ready to get off. And, oh, wow. I'm so sorry, Leah. Oh, yes. Yes. I'm definitely gonna eat something before I start that because I can't take the prednisone. I can only take the Medrol. And prednisone does not break down in my body, and therefore it is ineffective. It does not work. But the Medrol does, which is also steroid. So yeah, it works really good. Okay, baby. I'll see y'all later on this afternoon. Okay. Okay. Thank you. And if I don't see y'all tonight, if you don't pop in tonight, I'll see y'all in the morning, okay? But like I said, so if I don't come, I'll be back on, even if it's just for 15 minutes, because I said I was going to do it. So I'll be back later on this afternoon. I love y'all. Y'all have a great Sunday. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you for the new family members for coming in. Thank y'all, cousins. And like I said, AJ, I'll see you later, and continued prayers for you all and your neighbor. I love y'all. I'll see y'all soon, okay? Have a happy Sunday. Milton Leroy says happy Sunday too. Okay. Thank you, AJ. Thank you, cousin AJ, and your wife. I greatly appreciate that. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank y'all. know that I'm praying for y'all as well. See y'all in a little bit.